Good afternoon, all. I want to thank Mr. James Jordan, our awesome organist, for participating in today's ceremony. For those of you who aren't accustomed to being at Cumberland University on a Thursday afternoon, I want to remind you that we have four very special ceremonial events that are part of our academic calendar. In the fall, we have convocation to kick off the new academic year at the beginning of each fall semester. And we also have colloquium, which is a great scholarly day of research each fall. And I invite you all to attend either or both of those events every academic year. And in the spring, we have commencement, which is 2 weeks and 2 days from today, Saturday after next. And then we have this event, Founders Day. And it's a special ceremonial event that we hold each year, and we're delighted that each of you have made time to be with us today as we honor some special people today. And I want to begin by recognizing the chairman of our board, if he'll just stand up and be recognized, Chairman Sam Hatcher, who chairs our Board of Trust. I'd now like to invite Chaplain Ripsky to come and offer our invocation.
Hear this prayer. God of many names, and name above all names, Yahweh, Jehovah, Allah, Adonai, tremendous.
think this is going to be better, is it not? Okay, thank you. Lean Jimmy loved people. And he especially loved people who were not as fortunate as he. Under his administration, the Tennessee School for the Deaf was established in Knoxville, the Tennessee School for the Blind in Nashville, and the Tennessee Lunatic Asylum in Nashville. After he served as governor, he left Lebanon and moved to Memphis, where he became president of the Memphis and Charleston Railroad Company. He would die in Memphis at the age of 50 and is buried in the historic Elmwood Cemetery in Memphis. Now think about this. Perhaps each of us today have the wonderful opportunity of working, visiting, or studying at Cumberland University because of the life and contributions of James Chamberlain, Lean Jimmy Jones. And today we honor his memory. Mr. Preston.
Thank you, Dr. McKee. You always make every historical figure interesting, and thank you for doing that again today. You know, I get to do a lot of fun things as president of this institution, and one of the most enjoyable things that I get to do every year is to sign diplomas. And this year, we have 705 graduates that will be walking across the stage between our graduate ceremony on Friday night and our undergraduate ceremony on Saturday morning. And signing diplomas is a lot of fun, and I enjoy that, and I particularly enjoy shaking the hands of the graduates, many of whom are in this room today, and who will be walking across that stage in a few short weeks. But one of the other things that I always enjoy doing, and it's on much more rare occasion, but one of the things that I enjoy doing is getting to do what we get to do now, and that we don't do every year. In fact, we do it only on occasional years. But today we get to honor two distinguished faculty members with the title Emeritus. And these two distinct former faculty members have dedicated many years of their lives to service here at this institution. Combined, they served here for nearly 44 years. The recognition is, however, not just based on their longevity and tenure here at Cumberland, but also of the quality of the work they did while here and the impact that they've made on literally thousands of students. It therefore gives me great pleasure on behalf of Cumberland University's Board of Trustees today to confer the title of Emeritus Professor on both Dr. Danny Bryan and Dr. Bobby Nichols posthumously. Let me tell you a little bit and let you know a little bit more about both of these two outstanding faculty members. I want to begin with Dr. Robert H. Nichols, Jr., now Emeritus Professor of Physics and Information Technology. Dr. Bobby Nichols served Cumberland University for 10 years and 10 months as a faculty member in Physics and Information Technology prior to his untimely passing in June of 2022, almost 2 years ago. Dr. Nichols earned the rank of professor, full professor in 2021. Prior to coming to Cumberland, he served as a faculty member at Young Harris College. He has academic credentials that include degrees from Young Harris College, from Davidson College, and his doctorate from WashU, Washington University up in St. Louis. During his tenure at Cumberland, Dr. Nichols taught astronomy, both algebra and calculus-based physics, computer databases, networking, web design, physical geography, physical science, and statistics. He was really a utility infielder for us in the science department and really an expert in so many different disciplines. He also served as program director for the information technology program. Prior to coming to Cumberland, Dr. Nichols was a research fellow at the McDonald Center for Space Sciences, California Institute of Technology, and Purdue University. He authored or co-authored 22 scientific research papers and presented at 47 science-focused conferences, both in America and abroad. Despite his unusually heavy teaching load, Dr. Nichols continued his research, and that research continued throughout his career up until his untimely passing in 2022. Travel is difficult for Dr. Nichols' parents, Bob and Gail Nichols, but Bob and Gail, I think you all are joining us virtually today. We're live streaming this event, and Dr. Nichols has two wonderful parents who live down in Georgia, and we want to thank you for participating virtually with us today. And that's why we're live streaming this. So I want to thank all of you today as we recognize, and particularly the Nichols, as we recognize and celebrate together Bobby Nichols' significant impact through his life and his impact on our students here at Cumberland. Accepting on behalf of him today is his close friend, his dean, Dr. Chris Fuller. Chris? I don't know where the plaques are. Oh, here they are, right here. I should take a moment and thank Mr. Rusty Richardson for organizing this event so well, and it's my fault for not paying attention to where the plaques were. I also want to recognize one other trustee who, as his son told me, he will be coming in on 2 wheels, but he did arrive. Mr. Hal Bone is in the back of the room. Trustee Hal Bone. Our next emeritus professor today also has served with distinction, and he served here at Cumberland for 32 years and 9 months as a faculty member in the biology department and as head of the biology department. He retired at the end of last year, calendar year 2023, almost a year ago today. He earned his academic rank of professor in 2018. Prior to coming to Cumberland, he was a faculty member at Martin Methodist College, just a little bit south of us, down in Pulaski. Dr. Bryan's academic credentials include degrees from Motlow State Community College, the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, Middle Tennessee State University, and he earned his doctorate at Tennessee Technological University over in Cookeville. During his tenure here at Cumberland, Dr. Bryan also taught a wide array of courses. In addition to serving as the program director for biology, he taught courses in botany, zoology, genetics, ecology, and entomology. And by the way, I know personally a number of his students, and they say he was very tough. In addition to teaching, Dr. Bryan was also involved in Cumberland athletics, and he served as the founding coach of the university wrestling program. And we now have 5 national champion wrestlers that are among our alums, and we thank Dr. Bryan for getting that program started. His primary area of expertise and research is in herpetology. I'm not going to ask for a show of hands, but herpetology is the study of snakes. And Dr. Bryan is a snake lover. And he actually let me one time participate as watching. I didn't actually do anything. I stood where he told me to stand as he surgically implanted a little radio transmitter into the belly of a rattlesnake. That was most interesting, and I will always remember that. His work as a consultant and researcher with the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, TWRA, on the topic of how fungus affects the timber rattlesnake, both ecology and conservation, that work has continued since his retirement. I'd also like to thank and recognize some members of Dr. Bryan's family, his wife Susan, daughter Kristen, brother James are here, as well as several other members of his family. Kristen was actually a student here at Cumberland too. We're very proud of her as an alum. But we want to celebrate with Danny this great accomplishment. And I would ask you to now welcome to the podium with me Emeritus Professor Danny Bryan.
What an honor, especially since I'm sharing this with Bobby Nichols, a friend of mine. Bobby never met a dog he didn't like. Even Annabelle, one of my guardian dogs. But it's an honor to share this with Bobby today. I'm just going to take a brief moment here and kind of steal something from Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates. And for some of you, that box right now is completely full. And you are just devouring those chocolates. And they're really good chocolates. Matter of fact, each chocolate gets better as you eat it. But there comes a time, and you realize that box isn't as full as it used to be. And this is when you start living your second life, where I am now. Each chocolate you tend to savor a little bit more. And that box gets emptier and emptier. And you've got to decide how you're going to live this second life. What am I doing? I have the Bryan Wildlife Management Area in Brush Creek, Tennessee. Thanks to my wife. Oh, yeah. Is Haley Gibbons in here? I saw Haley's name. I kind of traded students for a different type of student now. I have mules. And trust me, it's a whole lot easier to teach these mules than it was some of these students here. Are they stubborn? Absolutely. But I want to thank everyone here, my friends, my family, for the support. Good to see you all again.
Thank you, Dr. Bryan, for those immensely powerful words of wisdom. I think we will all take them to heart and just are so very grateful for your time here and the impact you've had. Cumberland University is proud to serve as the host institution for 16 National Honor Societies. Each of these societies recognize students in various disciplines who have achieved high levels of academic success, leadership, and service to the Cumberland community and beyond. Although they are listed in your program, you can see them, we do want to take a moment and recognize each of these individual chapters. The National Honor Societies on the Cumberland University campus include Alpha Chi, Alpha Lambda Delta, Alpha Phi Sigma, Beta Beta Beta, Mu Delta, Gamma Beta Phi, Gamma Sigma Alpha, Kappa Delta Pi, Kappa Pi, Omicron Delta Kappa, Phi Alpha Theta, Philomathian Society, Pi Gamma Mu, Psi Chi, Sigma Tau Delta, Sigma Theta Tau. I'm also pleased to announce that 17th Honor Society, the Order of Omega, will be recognized next on our campus. So, in keeping with tradition, I would now like to call Dr. Sheridan Henson forward to conduct the initiation of our newest members of Omicron Delta Kappa.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the members of the Kappa Iota Circle of Omicron Delta Kappa here at Cumberland University. As mentioned, I'm Dr. Sheridan Henson, the Circle Coordinator for our Circle. Our Circle is grateful to Dr. Stum for allowing our induction ceremony to be the icing on the cake for Founders Day. His consistent and robust support does not go unnoticed, and we thank him. We'd also like to thank Dr. Bill McKee for his assistance and long-serving leadership as our faculty advisor and Circle founder. And a special thanks to Dr. Ripsky and Arsheen for the words mentioned and the blessings for Omicron Delta Kappa. Without question, we are especially grateful for the induction team and their commitment to providing a memorable experience for our newly made members. Thank you for helping with this ceremony. Additionally, it is tradition that we recognize the faculty and staff members who are lifetime members of our circle or were made lifetime members at their undergraduate circles. Starting with Trustee W.P. Bone, honoris causa. Trustee Michael Spaulding, honoris causa. Dr. Paul Stum. Dr. Bill McKee, Circle founder. Dr. Mark Hanshaw, who's presently becoming a member today. Vice President Reggie Blair, Dr. Mary Bess Griffith, Dr. Jenny Mason, Dr. Courtney Wheeler, Dr. Mark Cheatham, another Circle founder, Dr. Tara Milnick, Dr. Mike Ripsky, Dr. Laurie Dishman, Dr. Laura Bouchard, Dr. Kent Hallman, Dr. Beth Chatham, Dean Stephanie Davis, Mr. Rusty Richardson. I'm just getting warmed up. I love this part. Miss Leslie Steele, Miss Libby O'Gwen, a Circle founder, who was once Libby Brown on our Circle charter. Miss Clarissa Gadsey, Coach Woody Hunt, honoris causa. Professor Toby Compton, Professor Carolyn Gregory, Miss Haley Lowry, Miss Lana Hale, Miss Allie Poston, Miss Abby Pitts, Miss Andrea Garrels, Miss Perry Grace Jones, Miss Morgan Spivey, Miss Carrie Smith, Miss Jody Seidenstreicher, Miss Caitlin Wolf, Mr. Matthew Duncan, who's being made a member today, and also Miss Carolyn Haynes, who's being made a member today. On the 27th day of April 1996, 33 members of the Cumberland community founded the Kappa Iota Circle here at Cumberland. Since that time, our circle has consistently recognized the accomplishment of our campus leaders. Our circle has since progressed towards distinction with a 2018 Superior Circle of Distinction Award, followed by 4 consecutive Presidential Awards of Excellence. This last award is earned by only 6 of the over 250 circles in the United States. This most recent year's award was the result of the long-suffering service of our circle president, Iseli Irizarry. Iseli has honored us today by agreeing to lead the induction ceremony. A few words concerning our circle president. She is a first-generation college student and a senior majoring in psychology, graduating this May in 2024, unfortunately for me. She is the president of Psi Chi International Honor Society in Psychology, the vice president of Psi Curious, the Psychology Interest Club, the treasurer of the Student Government Association. She has completed 3 quite notable internships. First, as an intern at the 15th Judicial District Attorney's Office in 2022, the Papers of Van Buren Project from 2022 to 23, and she currently has an internship at the 15th Judicial District Child Advocacy Center. As a scholar, she is a psychology tutor on campus, and as a worker bee, has 2 part-time jobs off campus. You can see how hard it is to find student servant leaders on campus to be in ODK when our members are so busy. During her senior year, she has worked on 2 major research projects. Her senior research project was accepted to be presented during the CEPO poster session at the Southeastern Psychological Association Conference in Orlando, Florida. And this part, I think, is most important. She runs 3 Instagram accounts, which include the Psychology Program's Instagram page, the new Instagram page for all the honor societies at Cumberland, a huge improvement for our honor societies, and the regional Instagram page for the southeastern region of Psi Chi. Lastly, I'm thrilled to announce that she is the award recipient of our Circle's highest honor this year. Before I yield the podium to Iseli and the induction ceremony, it is my pleasure to present her with the Kappa Iota Circle Leader of the Year Award for 2024 for her outstanding service as our Circle President.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here, and thank you so much, Dr. Henson. As president of Cumberland University Circle of Omicron Delta Kappa, I welcome you to this initiation/chartering ceremony held on your behalf. Those of us who are members of Omicron Delta Kappa value its high ideals and purposes as we strive to provide leadership in worthy undertakings and to be service to others. We believe in the tenets of this society and those principles for which it stands. We are pleased to honor and share them with you today as we welcome you to the Cumberland University Circle of Omicron Delta Kappa. You have undertaken upon yourselves the obligation of membership in the Omicron Delta Kappa Society. This means that you will ever seek to make it a real factor for good in academic and community life, not only in your own college or university, but with American educational institutions at large and the communities in which you will lead. As a member, you commit that you will make every effort to practice its high ideals in both private and public life, so that the world may see you in concrete, living symbol of the great principles of Omicron Delta Kappa. Omicron Delta Kappa was founded on December 3rd, 1914, at Washington and Lee University in Lexington, Virginia. Our 15 founders stated that leadership of exceptional quality and versatility in college should be recognized, that representatives of all pillars of college life should cooperate in worthwhile endeavor, and that astounding students and faculty members should meet on basis of common interest, understanding, and helpfulness. The motives which guide the founders sprang from the desire to bring together one body for the general good of the institution, leaders from all parts of the college or university community. The success of ODK idea, an essential part of which its joint student-faculty character and its determination to maintain a consistent and high standard of leadership recognition, led to the establishment of chapters, which we call circles, at colleges and universities. The society in which you are about to become a member of has 3 prolonged missions: identify, honor, and develop leaders in college and community life, encourage collaboration among students, faculty, staff, and alumni to advance leadership, and promote, publicize, and enhance our ideals. The society's ideals are represented by our 5 pillars of values: collaboration, inclusivity, integrity, scholarship, and service. So collaboration is to work together to achieve a defined and common purpose. Inclusivity is is to actively seek, embrace, and advance a diverse group of individuals. Integrity is to align one's values and beliefs with behaviors and speech. Scholarship is to strive for excellence in academics and to pursue lifelong learning. Service is to answer a call for action from one's community or country. It has ever been our desire and custom to try to symbolize in material form our dreams, ambitions, ideals, and sentiments, in accordance with which this innate desire and feeling, Omicron Delta Kappa, has also tried to express in material form, the key. Its notable ideals, lofty aspirations, and altruistic aims, the key which is struck in the form of a circle, symbolizes union forever and the equality which characterizes membership in Omicron Delta Kappa. The Greek motto for which the letters ODK stands for is Hodapnokomos Gulos, which translates to the laurel crowned circle. Our emblem, the laurel crowned circle, stands for success achieved in worthwhile takings. The shape of the key, which is right there, symbolizes the all-round and inclusive nature of our organization. The 5 stars on the upper bar represents the 5 pillars of the college life for which our society stands: academic and research, athletics, service to campus and community, communications, creative and performing arts. The number 1914 on the lower bar indicates the year in which our society was founded. We who are members of Omicron Delta Kappa have observed your habits, attitudes, and capacities and are pleased with your success, your steady growth as leaders in worthwhile endeavors, and your appreciation of the ideals and purposes of the society. We have asked you here today to make you members of our society and to present to each of you the Laurel Crown Circle, represented by the key of membership, the symbol of achievement. Before we accept you into the Omicron Delta Kappa Society, please listen thoughtfully to these words. You should know that the Laurel Crown Circle is not only a recognition of past exemplary conduct, but it must also be to you a constant inspiration for finer and nobler living as long as you shall live. You should know that the Laurel Crown Circle is not only a recognition of past work, but also work, but that it must also be to you a constant inspiration to unselfish service to society, humble listening to the exercise, and the lifelong lesson, and now there is that greatness is one master.
You should know that the Laurel Crown Circle is not only a recognition of past achievement, but it must also be to you a constant inspiration to spend the rest of your days climbing higher and yet higher, ever remembering that death comes apace and that the longest span of human life is all too short for the completion of the tasks that lie ready to our hands.
Will the candidates of membership please stand if you're able to? You have heard in these words the great unchanging principles upon which our society is founded. If you are willing to accept the lofty ideals, the sense of devotion, and the spirit of aspiration represented in Omicron Delta Kappa, please respond, I will. Then please repeat after me. In the presence of the circle here assembled, I solemnly promise to uphold the ideals and traditions, the Constitution and bylaws of Omicron Delta Kappa Society, and to support in loyal service its local and national officers, to participate in its meetings, ceremonies, and initiatives, and to diligently foster lifelong leadership. You may be seated. You have committed yourselves to the principles of Omicron Delta Kappa and to our timeless leadership values of collaboration, inclusivity, integrity, scholarship, and service. From this day forward, and throughout each stage of your life, you will strive to serve as a living example of excellence in leadership. You have been chosen to wear this emblem of distinction because of your loyalty and devotion to Cumberland University and to the things that are fine and true in life. Whenever possible, wear this pin with pride to demonstrate the honor bestowed upon you today. As your name is called, please come forward to sign the official record of the Kappa Iota Circle and receive the emblems of membership in our society. It's right here, guys. All right. Natasha S. Benton. Vivi. Kerrigan Ashlyn Bloodworth. She's not here today. Jackson Whitmore Bone. Erin Elizabeth Bostwick. Matthew John Duncan. Christian Kevin Dunn. Jacob Jeffrey Owen Edgerly. Haley E. Givens. Cecilia Nomi Gomez. Grace Catherine Goodman. Caroline A. Hayes. Elena Lee Ting Heidebright. Jacob Randall Hood. Abby Nicole Howard. Dylan Hudson. Danique Ito. Mary Doreen Johnson. Luke K. Lawson. Linda L. Manser. Maddox Marlin. Alexis Cheyenne Netherton. Eleanor V. Russell. Brianna Hope Troyer. Alexandria Y. Troll. David Herschel Whitworth. Sorry. Megan Emily Wilkinson. And then we have one more member to induct.
Thank you, Ellie. Actually, we have two more to induct. Our Vice President, I take that back, it's Associate Provost, Dr. Mark Hanshaw. When W.P. Bone III, who had served as the Cumberland University chairman of the board since 2017, retired from that position in 2023, the Cumberland University Board of Trustees unanimously elected Sam Hatcher as the new chairman during its June meeting. Sam Hatcher, a longtime Lebanon resident and community leader, graduated from Cumberland University in 1973 and worked in journalism for many years, including with Wilson Post parent company, Main Street Media of Tennessee. He has served as a Cumberland University trustee since 1980. He is also a former faculty member at both Cumberland and Lipscomb Universities. Colonel Hatcher also served in the Tennessee Army National Guard for more than 35 years. He is a director and serves as treasurer of the Nashville and Eastern Railroad Authority and serves or has served on the boards of Cumberland Region Tomorrow, Equal Chance for Education, Alive Hospice, the Community Foundation of Wilson County, the Lebanon-Wilson County Chamber of Commerce, and Lebanon's Vanderbilt Wilson County Hospital. The author, Sam Hatcher, cemented his on-campus celebrity with the 2016 publication of Heisman's first trophy, which quickly became a university favorite and the perfect conversational bridge between the ambassadors of the university and the larger state and national communities they serve. It is with great pleasure that I invite our chair of the board to accept this honoris causa membership certificate and pen, to sign the book, and take the podium for a few words of wisdom.
This is indeed an honor. I said earlier, I was at the advancement office earlier today, maybe an hour or so ago, and I was, I guess, somewhat bragging that I was going to receive this honor today. And I said, you know, when I was in school here at Cumberland, there's no way I would have qualified for this. So I want to congratulate those who are being inducted today in this ceremony. Dr. Henson was kind enough to extend an invitation for me to be here today and for ODK for this induction, and I want to thank you for that. He did say in his email to me to share some words of advice, and it was almost like a parenthesis after that, a few words of advice. So I will be very selective, and I'll say it's really hard to follow someone whose heart was obviously in his words as Dr. Bryant, and that was just so well said what you did say. You know, I think leadership is an interesting word, and it's so much a part of ODK, and I think we all have a definition of what leadership might be and what it might mean. And as I look back on the years from when I attended Cumberland, which I got to make a correction in that, there is a story there. I actually left Cumberland in 1968. And Dr. Stockton was the president of the school at that time. And technically, I did not receive my associate arts degree. It was a junior college at the time, and technically I didn't receive my associate arts degree. So Dr. Stockton, who was a close friend of my parents, Dr. and Miss Stockton were close friends of my parents, he insisted that I come back to Cumberland and take one course that would qualify me to receive my AA degree. So technically, I'm a 1973 AA Associate Arts graduate, but the truth of the matter is I really left here in 1968, which sort of dates me, I'm sorry to say. But I want to say I'm so impressed with all of you and for the future that you have before you, and I think you should take the tools that Cumberland has given you and go forth and do good things for the rest of your life. There was a car in a desert, and on the back of the car it was inscribed these few words. It said, "You can't come back if you never go anywhere." And I would challenge you to go somewhere. Take what you've learned at Cumberland and go somewhere and be a leader. We need you in this world. We need new leaders, and we need your help. Thank you again. I appreciate this. Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations. As newly inducted members of our society, you have taken upon yourselves the obligations of membership. We hope you will take with you and incorporate into your daily lives the ideals of excellence in leadership and service that have been affirmed here today. To conclude the ceremony, please welcome Dr. Bill McKee.
We had 4 goals today as a part of this ceremony. Goal number 1 was to honor one of our founders, and we did that with Governor Jones. The second goal we had today was to honor our 2 emeritus professors, Dr. Bryan and Dr. Nichols. Our third goal for the day is to recognize these men and women who have achieved the great honor of being in ODK. And our fourth goal is to honor the university. And we do that by singing the university song, our alma mater. So I'm going to ask Mr. Jordan if he will play it through one time, because I want you to hear the music. The words are contained in your program. Mr. Jordan. We'll ask you to stand. Sing your praises ever, memory ever true. We'll forsake you never, like the phoenix from the ashes. She arose to live again. Now will you remain standing for the recessional? Dr. Stone.